So I came by this post online to paraphrase. It spoke on how it is not compulsory that as Christians we have the gift of the Spirit. Gifts such as the gift of tongues, the gift of wisdom, the gift of knowledge, the gift of miracles, and the gift of prophecy, and some others. And while this statement is very true, yes, it is not compulsory that we have the gift of the Holy Spirit as Christians. I would absolutely, it's been pressed upon my heart to correct some misconceptions about it, because I find the sentence somewhat problematic. Now, please follow my train of thought as I go along. Sorry. So when I think about the words not compulsory automatically, in most likely all contexts, equals optional. Now, 99% of the time when we hear optional, we think unimportant. Please don't get me wrong. 99% of the time, there are still the 1% percentage that might not think that. But 99% of the time, when something is presented to us as unimportant, when it is rather presented to us as optional, we think it is not important. Now, this is where I do find that sentence or idea where we say to Christians that not having the gift of the Holy Spirit is not compulsory. Like I said, the gift does not guarantee that you make it into heaven. But I would like to correct the misconception that for you as a Christian, it is not important for you to seek the gift of the Spirit, because the gift of the Spirit, if at all, is not serving as a passcode for you to making it into heaven. It helps you align with God's will here on earth, and it kind of charts your path towards making it to heaven if you use it aright. And this is why, as Christians, we should not lead by saying that, when I say lead now, that is chart the course of our lives by saying that, okay, if I don't have the gift of the Spirit, it's unimportant, so I do not need to pursue after it. It doesn't make you less of a Christian if you do not have it. That is what I am trying to correct. But you do know the kind of mindset we have towards things that are important, like salvation. There is that hunger to find it. There is that going out of our way to make it happen. And it's pressed upon my heart to share with us that going out of our way to have the gift of the Holy Spirit, which makes our work, which makes our salvation more beautiful here on earth, is something that we as Christians must have within us. It's an hunger that must arise within us. So we should not be laid back as to say, I don't have the gift, I don't have it. We all know how we have when we want things from people, especially things we count so important to us, how we would go out of our way. The woman who came to the judge and said, please fight for me, defend me. The judge said, if not for anything, but because this woman has been pestering me again and again, for her to just let me be. It is how important we seem to take care before God. That is how much is going to pay attention to us to see. So we must desire the gift of tongues, which makes our personal growth in God align with His will. We must desire the gift of prophecy, which makes us united as a church. We must desire the gift of wisdom, which makes your knowledge transcend the understanding of this world. We must desire the gift of miracles, to lay your hands upon your head and ward off sickness, headache. These things are beautiful things that we should not just hold our hands and say to ourselves, they said it's not compulsory, and just sit with it. That's what I'm laid upon to share with us. Stella.